It's for a good cause, I swear. By Sarah1281. Chapter 15. Sorry, Naruto, that wasn't lame enough. Kankuro, are you sure we're related? Temari demanded once Kankuro had regained consciousness. That was even more embarrassing than what I did to that fangirl. You called her a disgrace and broke her leg, Kankuro objected. But the fight lasted longer than half a minute, Temari pointed out. She has a point, Gaara spoke up. Kankuro turned to him. But your fights rarely last longer than half a minute, he pointed out a little uncertainly. And if any of those people survived, I'm sure they would be quite embarrassed, Gaara replied before heading down to the arena for his match. I just disagreed with Gaara, and not only am I still alive, but I didn't even receive a death threat, Kankuro said, sounding a bit dazed. And you're not even on the list, Temari marveled. So what does Zaku do? Naruto wondered. I have no idea, Sakura replied. I don't think he made it past the preliminary matches. Sasuke? The resident expert on all things Otogakure shrugged. I don't remember him. I think Orochimaru had managed to sacrifice everyone he had entered in the exam before he left. Makes a habit of that, doesn't he? Kakashi asked rhetorically. It makes you wonder how he ever has any followers at all. Recruitment was actually never a problem of his, from what I could tell, Sasuke said. He was a veritable Pied Piper, come to think of it. Sakura cocked her head contemplatively. Wasn't the actual Pied Piper some sort of pedophile? That is one theory, Kakashi agreed seriously. Orochimaru really would be one then, Naruto decided. Sasuke sent them all a withering glare. Oh, shut up. Seriously, Sasuke, these lack of denials are starting to scare me, Sakura said, sounding concerned. Whatever Sasuke was going to say next was cut off by the gasps from the people who were actually paying attention to Gaara's match. Turning their attention to the match, they noticed Gaara glaring at a smirking Zaku with sand littering the area. I kinda get the feeling we missed something, Naruto noted. Hey, Kiba, what happened? What, you paying attention? Kiba called back. Not even slightly, Naruto answered honestly. Why is Zaku not only not dead, but not even a quivering mess? Goro sent his sound at Zaku, and Zaku apparently used air pressure to knock it away from him, Kiba replied. Well, that was unexpected, Sakura said. Do you think Zaku has any chance of winning? Sasuke snorted. No. At most, Gaara will have to put some actual effort into this. Not much, but some. Does Gaara actually do anything but use sand and transform before Naruto used his therapy jutsu on him? Kakashi wondered aloud. Because he would have to take Zaku by surprise for the sand to work, and not only would people be calling for Gaara's disqualification if he released Shukaku, but if the invasion's still on, then Gaara as a secret weapon would be far less secret. He wasn't very effective anyway, as he lost control and immediately took off for the forest, Sakura pointed out. If Naruto wasn't there and too stubborn to die, he would have just killed us and made his way back towards Konoha, Sasuke disagreed. And even if he wouldn't have been able to tell friend from foe, he didn't seem too concerned with that back then. And so that was a risk they were probably willing to take. I don't think Gaara cares about disqualification, Naruto said. But even if the Konoha 11 and Sasuke know about his Jinchuriki status, not everyone knows, so he'll probably try not to. Of course, if... God may forbid, Zaku actually does manage to land a hit. Well, there goes that plan. Down in the arena, Gaara had completely used up his gourd, making 3 sand clones, so Zaku was surrounded on all sides. You're out of sand, Zaku gloated foolishly. And even if you do have a couple of clones, I haven't seen you do anything that doesn't involve sand yet. Besides, I can stop here, he declared, waving his arms in emphasis. We shall see, Gaara replied shortly. He blinked, and the 3 sand clones quickly dispersed in the sand, making them up, headed straight for Zaku. Zaku held his hands to face his left and right and shot out enough air pressure to beat back most of the sand. Unfortunately, he only had 2 hands and could not move quickly enough to stop the 3rd wave of sand from completely enveloping him. Die, Gaara ordered before the sand crushed him. Well, that was certainly messier than any of our other fights, Obito noted. Anyone who has yet to fight should be warned to steer clear of the blood. It isn't very hygienic and is very slippery. Next up is Naruto versus Yorori. Hey Gaara, great job! Naruto said as he passed Gaara on his way down to the floor for his match. Zaku's air pressure thing was completely unexpected, but you didn't let that slow you down! Of course, Gaara nodded. Good luck in your match. I don't need luck, Naruto insisted boldly. I have bad! And that is bad? Gaara questioned. Naruto shuddered. You have no idea! Once Naruto had made his way to his opponent, Yoroi said, "This almost isn't even worth my time." You know, Naruto said thoughtfully, it's been quite a while since anyone said that to me. I don't actually remember when the last time was, although I think it was probably Sasuke who said it. I used to hear it all the time though. It really brings back memories. Not good memories. You may be the Hokage's son, Yoroi acknowledged, but your lineage alone won't help you defeat me. You know, you're so sure that I can't beat you, and I don't even know what it is that you do, Naruto confessed. You don't? Yoroi looked slightly annoyed. I can absorb chakra. Just by touching you, I can suck at your physical and spiritual energy. Do you really think you can beat me without letting me touch you? To his surprise, Naruto burst out laughing. That's your special ability? Really? Now Yoroi was really annoyed. Yes, really. Why? Oh, nothing. Wow, I have a great matchup. If this was the finals, I might be more concerned, but since I just need to beat you and don't have to worry about showing off, I might as well see if I can beat Kankuro for the title of lamest match ever, Naruto replied. Hey, Kankuro protested. The minute he drops the puppet thing, he finds something else to start on me about. It's your own fault for not taking the match seriously, Temari chatted. It was just the preliminaries, Kankuro told her. And now you're not in the finals, Temari responded. I had expected more from you, Naruto, but if you would just want to stand there and let me absorb your chakra until you pass out, then I'm certainly not going to stop you, Yoroi declared, rolling up his sleeves. You can try, Naruto said, holding his arm up. Yoroi grabbed Naruto's arm and started absorbing his chakra. After 5 minutes or so had passed, Sasuke called down, You're not seriously just planning on letting him absorb your chakra until he passes out, are you? He is going to be the one passing out, not me, Yoroi corrected, but everyone ignored him. I kind of have to, Naruto informed him. It's the only way to make this match lamer than Kakuro's. Why are you trying to do that again? Sakura asked. Because he's an idiot, Sasuke said automatically. Because I can, Naruto said with a shrug. So basically what Sasuke said, Kakashi concluded. You guys are the worst team ever! Naruto complained. We already established that a while ago, Kakashi pointed out. But surely we've gotten better. A little, Naruto grudgingly admitted. But that's really not saying much, all things considered. With a cough, Yoroi suddenly collapsed. So Yoroi passed out from what appears to be chakra overload, Obito announced. So it looks like the winner is Hokage-sama. Do I really have to let him pass? He literally did nothing but stand there for 10 minutes. He's still standing while his opponent is unconscious, Minato pointed out. No one said the preliminary matches had to be epic. In fact, getting matches like these out of the way is the whole reason we have preliminaries. Fine, Obito sighed. The winner is Naruto. Did I at least manage to have a lamer match than Kankuro did? Naruto asked hopefully. Obito shook his head. Sadly, no. Why not? Poor Naruto sounded so disappointed. Because your match lasted 2,000 times longer than Kankuro's, Obito replied. The next match is Shikamaru versus Misumi. This is so troublesome, Shikamaru complained. Can't I just forfeit? Choji already asked me that question, Asuma pointed out. And if I didn't let him quit, then I can't let you quit. It wouldn't do to show such blatant favoritism, now would it? Yeah, I think he's still unconscious, Shikamaru replied. Come on, he'll never know. You know, you could forfeit anyway, Kankuro pointed out. Shikamaru yawned. Nah, too troublesome. How did someone as lazy as you make it as far as the preliminaries? Temari fumed. I bet next you're going to say that walking down the stairs to the match is too troublesome. Now that you mention it, Shikamaru began. This is for your own good, Temari interrupted as she shoved him off the balcony. Why is it that every time you say you're going to do something that's for someone's good, it seems to lead to bodily harm to a member of my team? Azuma inquired. Temari shrugged. I'm from Suna. That's how we roll. So since we all know that Shikamaru is going to somehow manage to stall until he tricks Misumi into getting caught in his shadow, do you guys want to go get lunch? Naruto asked. Are we even allowed to leave? Sakura wondered. Kakashi shrugged. If Naruto leaves 3 clones and hinges 2 of them to look like you and Sasuke, you are. That's not being allowed to leave. That's tricking them into thinking we're still here. Sakura objected. Same thing, really, Kakashi said dismissively. It's all very well and good for you two, but my match is next, Sasuke told them. You can always stay here and talk to someone else, Naruto suggested. Sasuke thought about that for maybe half a second. Let's just hurry, shall we? We should probably head back soon, Naruto said after downing his 16th bowl of ramen. Why is that? Kakashi asked. My Sasuke clone just excused himself to go to the bathroom before his match, Naruto explained. Shikamaru won, by the way. So if Sasuke doesn't get back soon, people are going to get the wrong idea, Kakashi concluded. The door suddenly slammed and Naruto glanced over to where his best friend was sitting not 10 seconds ago. Where's Sasuke? He took off running the minute you mentioned his match, Sakura replied. I don't think he even heard what Kakashi said. I suppose this means we should get back as well, Naruto said, clearly reluctant. As he laid his money on the table, he called, Hey, Ayame, if anyone asks me, we're never here, alright? Whatever you say, Naruto, Ayame said absently. By the time the senior members of Team 7, not that that was really much of an accomplishment, arrived back at the prelims, Tenten was busy hurling weapons at Sasuke, who was blatantly cheating by using the Sharingan to avoid them. Of course, when Naruto mentioned this aloud, Kakashi predictably responded with that. Having a Kekai Genkai is not cheating, Naruto, and even if it were, we're ninja. That's kind of the point. I'm just saying that being able to see someone's attack before they even use it at this dungeon is so unfair! Not to mention that 3 days of whatever sick and twisted thing they can come up with, they're very hard to stop fire or getting possessed by that god! Naruto insisted. And using the Kyuubi isn't? Sakura asked. I don't use it every 5 seconds! Naruto shot back. In fact, I never use it if I can avoid it! So if Sasuke refrained from using the Sharingan unless he needed to, you'd be more okay with it? Kakashi asked. Naruto nodded vehemently. Exactly! Although you could always argue that your stamina, regeneration, and huge amount of chakra are thanks to the Kyuubi, Sakura said. Naruto pointedly ignored that. Katan, Gogakyu no Jutsu, Sasuke said the minute there was a pause in the weapon throwing before blowing a huge fireball Tenten's way. When she jumped out of the way, Sasuke appeared behind her and kicked her into the wall. Wow, that attack was actually good for something for once, Obito marveled. I mean, it still didn't hit anything, but... Anyway, winner's Sasuke. The next match is between Kiba and Kin. Are you ready for the Shikamaru? Kiba asked. Akamaru barked happily. That's not very nice, Shikamaru, Kiba chided. Akamaru barked again. Yeah, I know it's not a real village, but that doesn't mean you're supposed to come right now and say it, Kiba argued. You just did, Kin told him. What? Kiba looked up. Oh, sorry. Akamaru can be a little tactless sometimes. Whatever, Kin said. Here goes, she announced, throwing a Zenbot at him. When she did, a bell started to ring. Kiba froze. Oh, coming now. Kin paused. Had he figured out what she was planning? Impossible, it had barely even started. I hate bells, Kiba grumbled. Are you going to do that the whole match? Kin nodded. Yes. Is she allowed to do that? Kiba demanded. Obito shrugged. I don't see why not. It's either a part of her attack, or else she just really likes bells. And there are no rules against bringing your own music. Well, there should be, Kiba mutters. I've got to end this quickly before I get a migraine. Akamaru transformed into a Kiba clone, and the two of them promptly began to pummel Kin. She did a decent job blocking the attacks, but there were 2 of them and 1 of her, and she wasn't a taijutsu specialist like they were. Can you even move? Obito inquired after she lay on the ground after a solid minute. No, Kin admitted. Do you want to give up? Obito continued. No! Kin said, sounding horrified. Well, too bad. If you can't move, you can't fight, so the match goes to Kiba, Obito announced. Good! Kiba said. Does that mean we can stop with the bells now? They were getting so annoying that I was finding it difficult to move towards the end. That was a side effect of her attack. Shikamaru helpfully corrected him. It was supposed to immobilize you if the match went on long enough. I knew that, Kiba insisted. Regardless of that, could we please stop the bells? Obito asked. Kiba's right, it's kind of getting annoying and we still have one match left. Sorry, Keen said, and the bell sound stopped. Thank you! Now, Lee and Dosu, you're up! Obito called. Lee was too excited to take the stairs and instead chose to jump off the balcony! Once Dosu arrived normally, Lee smiled and pulled out his Gigga pose. May the flames of your youth burn brightly in this match, Lee said politely. I have no idea what that means and even less desire to, Dosu said bluntly. That's not very youthful, Lee said, shaking his head sadly. Then he moved. He finished, Dosu said, something confused. Lee appeared right in front of him, just in time to kick his opponent in the chest. Instead of giving Dosu a chance to recover, Lee appeared again behind him. It's not over, he whispered as he grabbed Dosu around the waist and hurled towards the ground. Initial lotus, Lee shouted before the spinning cyclone that was the pair of them at the ground. Lee let go at the last second and jumped away. Dosu was not that lucky. Usually Lee was only supposed to use that when protecting a precious person, but he'd seen Dosu fight in the forest and needed to take him out before he got a chance to use his sound attacks. Once he did that, there would be little chance of winning as he had yet to get a chance to train to fight while disoriented. Obito waited for a moment, but when Dosu showed no signs of getting up, he went to go check on him. He's out, he informed everyone. He's alive, but he broke quite a few bones. Match goes to Lee. Tears of joy started to rain down Lee's face. Lee! Guy shouted as he jumped onto the floor of the arena. My adorable student! I knew you could do it! Guy-sensei! Lee cried back, touched. Guy embraced his favorite student. Lee! Guy-sensei! Lee! Guy-sensei! You know, Neji remarked, a little annoyed. He lectured me for winning. Ten, who had regained consciousness rather quickly, shrugged. Lee's way more youthful, I guess. It's not actually humanly possible to be as youthful as those two, Neji pointed out. Well, you asked, Tenten replied. Good for Lee, Sakura said, smiling. He deserves this. And there is no way we deserve that, Sasuke said vehemently, pointing to the still embracing pair. You know, Guy displays the most blatant favoritism I've ever seen, Kakashi noted. How come no one ever calls him on it, but no one ever lets me live the Sasuke thing down? Because I didn't really care at the time, Sasuke offered. Because Guy and Lee are always so happy and enthusiastic, and if anyone else tries to keep up, it would kill them? Sakura suggested. Because his other students didn't suck, Naruto guessed. He waited an extra year to enter them, Kakashi protested. If I had another year, you and Sakura would have been at least half that good. Well, probably. Maybe.